Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the Apostles and Elders of Great Millstone who teach you well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that's throughout four corners of the earth. This is pushing the word of sincerity. Shalom. All right. I'm going to kind of breeze through this thing, man. I'm going to make sure it's edifying. Of course, this lesson is going to be basic. But the lesson is about being humble, staying humble. All right, you gotta be humble in this thing, man. All right, so this is 1 Peter 5:6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you in due time. Right, man. Because, and I'm gonna say this several times, man. You gotta be humble, man. You can't have that haughty spirit, man. Think you above people, and you know what I mean. That's not gonna get you nowhere, man. You gotta remain humble in this thing, man. All right, remain humble. Have humility. You gotta have remorsement. You just gotta, man. Like I said, man, just stay humble, man. He says, humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you in due time. Because if you stay humble, you do what you got to do, stay diligent, in due time, you could be of the elect and get beamed up. And also, the Lord's going to bless you. You know what I mean? So, moving on. That's the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 2 through 11. And it reads, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Let his mind be in you, which was also in Mashiach Yahushai, whom being in the form of God thought and not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself to no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men, and being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death. God, man. Even the death of the cross. Wherefore God also had highly exalted him. And I'm going to stop right there for a little bit, because we know, listen, man, Yahushai, listen, man. Yahushai, man, he know he could have got anything he wanted, man. But he rather, if you will, kind of stoop low, and just be humble as possible, man, and because he know he could have got, like I said, he could have got anything he wanted. He know he knew for real that he was above everybody. I'm gonna just say that. You know what I mean? But he humbled himself and stooped down. Was brought, you know what I mean? And that showed a lot of humbleness, man. Yeah. Verse 9, wherefore God also hath highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Yahushua every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things underneath the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Yahushua Mashiach is the Lord, to the glory of the God the Father. So the whole point is that, man, is, Yahweh Shai, he really, the thing about it is, I'm gonna read verse 6 again. Who being the form of God of thought and not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation and took upon him the form of a servant. You see, took upon him the form of a servant, man. Come on, man. Yahweh Shai, man. You bro. If you don't look up to Yahweh Shai, man, something wrong with you, man. That's a perfect example, man, on why you need to be humble, man. You know what I mean? It ain't no way around that at all. It's no way. So let me get this out of the way. Perfect example, though. This is Job 22 and 29. When men are cast down, right? Basically being brought low, then thou shalt say, there is lifting up. He shall save the humble person. You feel me? He shall save the humble person, man. You gotta be humble in this thing, man. You gotta remain humble. Proverbs 16 and 18 through 19. So I'm gonna read 19. Better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Read that again. Proverbs 16 and 19. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Cause when you proud, man, that's not a good look, man. That means you got that haughtiness, man. Like I said in the beginning, thinking you above everybody, thinking you know what I mean? Like you can't have that type spirit, man. That's not gonna get you nowhere. That'll get you fucking destroyed. You got too much pride, that'll get your ass destroyed, man. You gotta have that humble spirit, man. You see? We know Yahweh Shai is only looking for humbleness, man, too. Well, part of his humbleness. You know? This is Proverbs 29:23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. See? Honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. That's why you have to be humble. I'm gonna go back to that chapter. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and the Holy Spirit before a fall. See? You see? Pride goeth before destruction, and the Holy Spirit before a fall. That's why you gotta remain humble, man. Like I said, you get destroyed, man. You got a prideful ass spirit, man. Sirach 2:17. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. Read again. Sirach 2:17. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts, minds, and humble their souls in his sight. Come on, man. See? Come on, man. I'm going to read 18. Saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. Come on, man. You feel me? That's all. Sirach 3:18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. The more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. So you gotta be humble, man. This thing is just being humble, man. Remain humble in this thing, man. Romans 12:3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly, than he ought to think, but to think soberly according as God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. I'm going to read that again. Romans 12:3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. Because you think of yourself highly above everybody, bro, that's the pride ass spirit, man. And that's not a good look. Alright? That's not a good look, man. Let's go with Sirach 7:11. Laugh no man to scorn in the bitterness of his soul, for there is one which humbleth and exalteth. Come on, man. You be humble, man, you gonna get exalted, man. The Lord is gonna make sure he bless you. You know, especially you being humble in this thing, having faith, doing what you gotta do, man. Listen, man. The Lord is gonna make sure you in good hands, man. Point blank, period. Sirach 7:17. Humble thyself greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms. Because the vengeance of alright, so boom, the ungodly, man, is the so-called 2/3. Anybody that's prideful as hell, that's, thinking shit ain't gonna happen, man, they gonna get fucking destroyed, man. Prideful ass niggas, man, is gonna get fucking obliterated, man. Cause you wanna think of yourself highly. Cause you wanna do what you wanna do. You don't give a damn. You don't give a damn about being humble. Matthew 5:5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. You see? And the Lord is looking for that, man. He's looking for anybody that have meekness, man. Matter of fact, we could go into that word meekness. So let me turn this back on. Gentle or mild of temper, humble, boom. That's the key drawing, humble. All right. You got humility. Those who are humble in the spirit of or man of suggesting return, man. Okay. Submissiveness. Come on, man. You see it. Come on, man. Let's go to meekness, a virtue of humility. Submissive humbleness. Come on, man. You cannot make this shit up. The meek is going to inherit the earth, man. Come on, we're going to read that Matthew 5:5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Come on, man. Simple. It's really simple, man. Stay humble. Luke 14:11. We're going to end it with this. For whoever exalted himself shall be abased. But what do abase mean? Let's look it up real quick. Abase. Hurt the pride of. It said, for whoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that humble himself shall be exalted, a beast. Let's go to humiliate, belittle, lower. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much okay. For whoever exalts himself shall be a base, and he that humble himself shall be exalted, man. And that's the key point, man. This stay humble in this thing, man. Do what you gotta do. Do the pleasing things, man. That's showing, meekness. That's diligence. That's showing faith. Do the pleasing things. All right. That's being, in order, man. But ultimately, man, stay humble, man. That's gonna get you farther than being fucking prideful. All right, so I'm gonna go out praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teach them well, and peace and blessings to the whole elect. That's throughout four corners of the earth. That's pushing the word of 30. Shalom.